Hey guys, welcome back to the Out of Pocket podcast. My name's Akshay.
My name is Jesus, and today we have a special guest with us. Please introduce yourself.
Hi guys, I'm Bruna. Nice to meet you.
We brought Bruna in this episode because she's quite the party animal, I would say. And since today we're gonna be talking about dating, hookup culture, all of that stuff.
Yep.
We brought one of her friends who has the female perspective,
There's no one better.
of the college experience.
No one better
No
than
one
Bruna.
better
No one
than
better.
Bruna.
I'll
She's
take it
just-
as a compliment though.
She's just amazing. So let's start off with how we know you, Bruna. How did we meet?
We talked first time through Instagram,
Yeah.
right? Me and Jesus, I had never talked to Akshay before. And we met here at Bentley. I'm an
Yeah.
international student, so
Me
just
too.
trying to make as much friends as possible.
That's what we said last
And
time.
yeah,
Yeah, we just kind of met through some mutual friends, and we get along now,
we do.
which is great. So
You
first
mentioned you're an international student. So
Yes.
where are you from and
Yeah.
what was the move like?
I'm from Brazil, Rio de Janeiro, more specifically. The city everyone knows as the big statue of Jesus city.
Yeah.
And the move, I like it. Like, it was fun, but it's very different, like, culturally in every aspect. But I'm having a lot of fun, so I like
Okay.
it.
Yeah, so let's get right off with one of the heavy questions.
Go for it.
You've had boyfriends in the past, right?
Yes.
Relationships, all that. So comparing Brazil with like Bentley dating, what would you say is like different between those two?
It's very different. Like, from my experience, I've dated my entire life, like, as a teenager. So since I was 15, I was telling Akshay before, I've never spent an entire year single. I've dated, like long
yeah.
relationship stuff. So it's very different because in Brazil, I think we take things, like, more, like, not
Serious.
seriously, but, like, it's a much more, like, committed thing.
Yeah. And here
Like,
at Bentley is just
Yeah.
not committed.
I wouldn't say not committed, but
Like
people
lighter,
are more
like-
loose, you
Yeah.
know?
You're just fucking horse. We're joking. Yeah, I can kind of relate to that coming from another country. I feel like, it might be that it's college too compared to like high
Yeah,
school.
we're also in college, so like,
Yeah. Why do you think everyone's so keen on like just like doing that, having that college experience? You know, that like just fucking around and all that
Like,
shit.
what are your thoughts on like hookup
Yeah.
culture here?
I mean, personally, I'm not a fan of the hookup culture, but it's only because I've dated my entire life,
Yeah.
so like, I have not had that kind of experience,
Yeah.
and I don't like it because I like having a real connection.
Yeah.
So
And
you're
just-
not looking for
You're not looking for like
just
just,
a hookup.
just a
No.
going out Friday
Not
night
normally,
getting
no.
wasted and
No. And like a very different cultural aspect from Brazil here is that like in Brazil, hookups are much more common,
Mhm.
and we see it everywhere. Like, it's very rare for me to have like a friend who's dating for a long time.
Oh, so
um,
in Brazil it's more common.
It's very common in Brazil. It's
Okay.
it's
Okay.
rare to be dating. Here, it's like much more common to be dating.
Yeah.
But there are also like the hookup culture and everything.
But you said earlier, like amongst people who are dating, it's looser here
Yes.
than it is in Brazil.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's exactly
interesting.
it. Yeah.
That's interesting.
I think it's because like it's so common in Brazil to have hookups that when you're dating, you're actually dating.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay. And here it's just weird. Overall, I would say at least.
Yeah.
So, you know, Bentley has a lot of men,
Yes.
like a lot of men.
lot of
So-
men.
So, how does it feel being part of that? Like
40%.
Yeah, 40% of women.
Which I feel like it doesn't sound too bad. If
But
you
it
say
is
like
bad.
60-40, but
It's
just
fucking
walking
awful.
around.
Yeah.
It's
a-
crazy.
A lot
Yeah.
of.
It's crazy.
Would
lot
you
of
rather it be like
sausages in here.
50-50, or do you like? not
Yeah,
care?
I'd definitely like to have more girls around.
Yeah.
I agree.
But like at the same time, it's fun. Like, I've had guy best friends like for a long time, like in a positive way,
Yeah.
not in that like the guy best
Yeah.
friend who
Yeah,
steals
that-
your girl away.
Yeah.
No, like
No.
I've had very like nice connections with guys, and I feel that they are much more real. Like, girls can be,
Yeah.
a hard
I feel
time.
that. Oh, I know that. Yeah.
but at the same time, all the girls I met here, they're very nice. So I think it's cool.
All the
Like,
girls?
I don't have a problem. Not all of them.
Oh.
Okay. Some
Um,
exceptions.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, when you called me here, you knew I was gonna
Yeah.
say something about it, but but I've met like 99.9% of the girls I've ever
Okay.
met.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
so
pretty
just-
solid.
Yeah, that's a pretty good number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So did you come to Bentley like expecting to get into a relationship?
No.
No?
Definitely not.
I came to Bentley expecting not to get into a relationship because I just left a relationship in Brazil.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't know. I'm always open to everything.
Sure.
So like
You were gonna stop it from happening.
exactly.
Yeah,
I was
you
just
weren't-
not looking for it. You
Okay.
know.
You just have.
And I think when you're not looking for it, the best things happen. So
I agree
that's
with
what
that.
I have.
So
Great saying.
since you posted that intro in your Bentley like class of 2025 thing,
Yeah.
how many DMs did you get specifically from men?
I mean, I got a bunch of them.
Let's hear a number.
Let's give us like an estimate.
I don't have
Yeah.
an estimate. Okay, let's say like about 10.
10 dudes already
Yeah.
from the get go. Just
Yes, about 10.
that's
yeah.
just the Bentley ratio at work, man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's and with parties too, right?
Yeah.
Do you remember that time in Halloween when you and I were like gonna get into a party? She was really nice, by the way. She tried to get me in. was
I really
surprised.
tried,
She
and I
tried
felt
so hard.
so bad when I
No,
couldn't.
It's
Took
okay.
a little Jesus under
We
your
were
wing.
shut the
That's
fuck
so
up.
cute.
We were about to get in, and this guy goes, the ratio is 4-1. So then I just couldn't go. But I appreciate
But
it.
I said from the start that like I'm not
Yeah.
going inside without Jesus.
Yeah, she did.
I did
Beautiful
because
friendship.
like I know
Bruna
how
looks out
hard
for
it
the
is.
homie.
She does. She's just
For sure.
a great friend. to have.
I know how hard it is. Like I've
Yeah.
never seen that ratio thing before.
Yeah,
It doesn't
no,
happen in
me
my
neither.
country. Probably not in yours too.
No, that shit is not real.
So like it's just I don't know. I don't know what I think about it. I just think it's wrong because everyone should have a good time.
That's
But at the
right.
same time, I kind of
I
understand.
kind of get it that you don't want a sausage fest
Exactly.
all the time. But out of the parties you've been to, like, do you enjoy most of them?
Yeah, I mean, they're very different from
Like
what
the
I'm used
American
to.
parties, yeah.
Like, I'm used to parties starting at like 11 and ending like in the morning. And
I
I
would say they are pretty early here.
they
Yeah.
are like at 2, everyone's already like dead and leaving.
Yeah. How do you feel about the music though?
I personally like Latino music
Me
better.
too. Fucking Mr. Brightside and shit.
Yeah, I don't like
Yeah, I'm
hearing
not a
like
fan. I don't know how
TikTok
they-
songs on parties. It's
I didn't
weird.
dance to that, yeah.
That's fair.
So you prefer the parties like back home than
Yeah,
at Bentley?
much more.
Okay, so maybe you guys aren't missing out that much. You know, maybe they're just ass. all the time.
Maybe.
So when you like got into something here, like what would you say you typically look for in someone when you're dating?
I mean, I typically go like for the. It's weird saying, but like for the first impression. If I click like from the start, then it's already good
So
for
you
me.
know, like within the first few minutes or seconds, like after meeting someone, you know if it's gonna happen or not.
Exactly.
Wow.
That's how I usually function. But then I just like after that first impression, if I don't get the best impression, then I take more time to get to know the person. But if I do, then things are much more quick.
So what do you look for? Like, what are those green flags when you first meet someone?
Green flags.
Yeah.
I like when someone like doesn't change when it's around like publicly and privately.
Yeah.
I think that's a big green flag. I like when people show interest in my stuff. So for example, like not asking random questions everyone asks each other, but when I
Yeah.
say like, "Oh, I do that sport," and then the person like gets
Yeah.
interest on it. I
Okay.
think that's very nice. And for me, trust is the number one thing.
Trust. Okay.
So then, what about red flags?
Red flags?
Yeah.
Lying. Red
Lying.
flag.
That is a big red flag.
It's a big red flag for me.
Damn.
Lying, just like being, I don't know. I
Ugly.
feel like when you're, what?
Being said
I
being
said
ugly.
Being ugly.
Yeah, that's kind of.
No,
red flag.
taste is very like from person to person. So.
That's what they all say.
Yeah,
I'm playing.
that's true. But like, everyone has their personal taste.
Yeah, but how about like looks wise? Don't you think that plays a role? Like, let's be honest.
I mean,
Like having
Come
that type
on, come
isn't wrong, by the way. We're just saying like, you look at someone for the.
I
first
no,
time.
I find it so annoying when someone like pretends that they're above, like looking at someone's
Yeah.
attractiveness. That sort of pisses me off.
I mean,
'Cause, I mean, like, there's no shame in admitting, like,
Yeah.
yeah, you want someone attractive.
Yeah.
I mean, I want someone attractive to me.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
maybe if you're not attracted to me, you're attracted to someone else.
someone else.
yeah.
yeah. But you do need to find them like attractive. Like,
yeah.
Like if it's someone you can stand to look at.
Exactly.
Okay, so I'm glad you agree.
The
that.
thing
Like
that
Jesus.
it's like only personality, I don't believe in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
think it's a mixture of both.
I low key like think personality is important.
Yeah.
It
You know
is.
that, at least to me, more than.
It is
I
because
think for Jesus more than most others.
Yeah.
the person
Yeah.
can be like stunning and she
Yeah.
can be a pain in the ass. So I never
like
know.
it's low key weird that I enjoy a person's personality so much. Cause like, you know, looks fade, and you go on TikTok, you see like what, 1,000 hot girls, so they're everywhere.
TED Talks.
But someone that you can talk to, that's just different.
Yeah.
Now, I don't think everyone approaches it that way,
No, definitely not.
especially if you're at a party, right, and you just see a guy or a girl that you just want to talk to. They just go for that shit.
As we're talking about the hookup culture, I think it's everything to do with that. Like in the
Yeah.
hookup culture, you don't really care about the personality
Yeah.
because you don't really have time to get to know that person.
Yeah, but what do you think is the point of that though? Like, do you think
I don't know.
people just start relieving stress or some shit? Like a hard week of work, y'all are just trying to have some fun on a Friday, not remember whoever you
Well, I think it's definitely become more normalized
Yeah.
over recent years. Like,
Totally.
you know, like 100 years ago, like teenagers probably wanted to do the same thing, but now it's
couldn't.
like acceptable
Like, yeah.
to actually do it.
Exactly.
I mean, you know, judge free zone is what they say. I'll judge, but I won't say anything. Okay, nah, I'm just-
You judge and say it.
Yeah. That's the
You
reason
do.
for this podcast. You know, just being honest. So,
Fair.
in general, with you mentioned red flags.
Yes.
So how do you feel about toxic men, like
I don't like toxic men
at all?
at all.
Don't you think there's like low key, like a
Yeah.
little?
The
Like,
thing
toxic
is,
men are
the thing is, I'll
underratedly
defend
successful.
what I've lived in the past months. The thing
Okay.
is, I believe in change.
Okay, so
Like
you had
I
some
think
growth.
that someone can change if they really want to.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm totally in favor of like giving chances, but if there's a point that like I can't stand it anymore,
Yeah.
then it's just toxic. Then just
What is that point for you? Like how many chances? Or like
I don't
what
know
does that
how many
person
chances
do?
because it depends on the person.
Sure.
But like if there is a point, what happens to me normally when I know like for example in my past relationships when to break up
Mhm.
is like when I can't stand being near the person anymore.
Sure.
So when it
Makes
comes to a point that I can only remember someone by the bad stuff they did,
Yeah.
then it's just
Okay, that makes
I'll
sense.
just leave.
But don't you think there's like comparing like let's say a toxic dude and like just a nice guy?
Yeah.
That's like not like an actually nice guy, just a guy. You know what I mean? Like the stereotypical nice guy. I'm trying to get in that pussy type of deal. Like, what would you say? What would you prefer? Because I'm thinking like toxic doesn't sound too bad when you put that next
I mean,
to a
at
nice
least-
guy.
You know, toxic men would be more open about it.
Yeah, they'd be like,
Let's
yeah,
be honest, I'm here for
I'm
one
an
thing.
asshole. What's up? You
Yeah.
know, like they're not trying to hide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'd rather if someone is honest with me
Yeah.
and then I can decide what do I want to do about it
Okay.
than someone just like pretending to
Pretending, yeah.
feel something or to be something.
Have you
that they
met any Mr. Nice guys at Bentley that have tried to like maybe, you know,
I
make a
mean,
move?
I don't know if they like fit in that label, but I've met some guys that like talk to me only trying to get somewhere, you know, and they're not like talking to me because they actually like
Yeah.
not like to talk to me, but like only because they want to get somewhere.
And that's just not
like-
working for them.
No.
So, like, what about those conversations makes you think like, oh, this guy's a douchebag? Like, how do you know?
I mean, there are some stuff that actually repeats themselves a lot. So, like, for example, when a guy just texted you, like, every once in a week, that's
Yeah.
just, like, a guy trying to get somewhere. Or when a guy only texts you on a weekend.
Yeah.
That is a big red flag. For example, if a
late,
guy,
late at night too.
every
probably.
Friday night, he texts, oh, hey, what are you doing tonight?
Like
you know?
every night or just like once a week?
No, not every night, because, for
Yeah.
example, a guy who actually only wants, like, you know,
Yeah.
to do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
He will only text you when he has nothing else to do.
Right.
That okay.
Right?
You know.
So that's like
those
a dead
things.
giveaway.
That's
Yeah.
kind of crazy because from other girls that I've talked to, they're kind of in those situations and they don't like really
What do you mean?
like they don't really care. Well, they care, but it's like it makes them want them more, which is strange to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so girls have this thing, like some girls have this thing where they're like, oh, if a guy doesn't show interest in me, I'm more interested in him.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I
You're
don't
not like that.
I'm not like that.
It's just built different.
I'm not like that. I like guys that
Y'all
like
gotta
actually
learn, bro.
show they want to be with me.
Okay. Which is why you're into relationships more than
Well, I
just...
feel like that's
Exactly.
what guys like. Guys like someone who's just straightforward about it.
Yeah.
Exactly, and I feel
I
like
want you, what's up?
Yeah.
That's all you do.
Yeah.
bro.
I feel like
You're
girls
right.
lack attitude sometimes.
Yeah. they
Like
playing games.
if you're into a guy, there's no problem in showing you're into him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like I don't know why today in our generation it's like nice to be the one who's like, oh, she's interested in me and like I don't care.
I know, that's so weird.
You
to
know?
me.
For me it's just like if a person is into you, then like there's no problem in being into someone.
Yeah.
You're not like badass for like going around
Yeah.
playing around with
Like,
everyone.
Yeah. That's true. And you know, most people that do something nice, they're like labeled as a simp nowadays.
Exactly.
Even if they're in a
That's so
relationship.
Exactly.
That is
People
super funny.
always label me as a simp. And I'm like,
TikToks of like husbands kissing their wives. It's like
Simp.
in the comments.
yeah,
That's
it's like,
crazy.
dude, no.
That is wild. I mean, I kind of get the simp thing. I think it's helping a lot of guys out in some way.
Yeah.
Like if a girl is like, if you're clear that a girl doesn't like you and you're still like trying to
Yeah.
buy her shit, like you're fucking up, homie. You
Yeah.
bullshit.
I agree.
That's different
I
from
agree.
like
Yeah.
yeah. So like at what point in like in a relationship would you say it's fine to be like a little simpy, you know, a little like, oh, I want to buy her some gifts, take her out to eat.
I mean, I'm a very intense person.
Yeah.
So I do it. Like, I'm
From the
either
get-go.
into it or I'm not into it.
Okay.
I don't have any midterms.
Okay.
So, like, if I feel like a guy is really into me and I feel it's, like, worth my effort,
Yeah.
I don't have, like, a specific, oh, after a month or after 2 months. I just do it whenever I feel like. I'd rather if it's, like, coming from me, like, from the heart, you know?
Yeah.
Then like, oh, I'll just wait a month to give him something.
Yeah,
No, if I
that's-
feel like I should, I will, no matter the time.
That's a good approach. Just caring less, man.
I think that caring less about like what people say if you're into a relationship is like, it's a
Yeah.
huge.
Because they shouldn't have a
Spot
say.
on.
And
I think that's
Yeah.
so important.
nobody should.
It
I don't give a
is.
fuck what you have to say, homie. This is in your relationship.
Yeah. All these
Exactly.
people trying to dictate.
I know, right? Like,
Exactly.
Dropping side
Shit that's
topics.
not
Try
their
to tell
business.
something about someone else's relationship when you're not into the relationship.
Yeah.
Like you don't know what they're going through.
Which
so,
is
like,
crazy because most people here that have had relationships, like coming in here with relationships, we know how that has
we
gone.
all know how that.
How has
ends.
that gone?
I've heard more than a few people like cheat on their
Yeah.
significant other going in college or dropping them because they want to have the college experience.
What are your thoughts on the quote unquote college experience?
College experience?
I mean, about cheating.
Cheating, hooking
Well,
up.
just like
yeah,
you know, people dropping their
they're
37-year relationships.
yeah in high school just to get to play.
That for
balls.
me
Yeah.
is like if you feel like you're going into a new phase and you want to live something different, experience different stuff, like just break up before coming here, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like, for example, especially if you're in a long distance relationship, if you go to college and then straight up break up, it just seems like you want to
Yeah.
have that hookup culture life,
Yeah.
and it just seems like that person didn't mean to you. But like cheating for me is just,
I know, right?
it's disgusting.
It is.
I'm really harsh in terms of cheating.
in cheating.
Yeah.
Me
So
too.
is that where your like second chances sort of
No.
end?
If the person cheats
You're
on
done.
me, it's
You're-
over.
It's
Like I don't
over.
give second chances for cheating.
That's fair.
Yeah.
A lot of girls and guys aren't like that.
A little too
More-
lenient.
A little too lenient.
Well, I just think people that cheat are just like weak, you know?
Yeah.
Like they're either too weak to just
To
break up
break
with their
up.
original
Exactly.
partner, or they're too weak to not go in.
I got
Yeah.
no balls, bro.
Fair
That's
enough.
honestly- That's true.
Yeah.
I agree.
I feel like there are two types of like big red flags I don't accept is you cheating or you hitting on someone who is in a relationship.
Yeah, that one is bad. Hitting.
And if you're in a relationship too, then you've lost all the points.
Yeah, you should probably not flirt when you're in a relationship.
That'd be good
Yes.
advice.
Yeah, pretty good advice
Yeah.
for everyone in a relationship going into college. I
Yeah.
mean, I think you just gotta like you just gotta know like what you want from the get-go with that relationship from high school. Because first off, I think like going to the same college just because you want to be together, that sounds like a red flag to me.
I feel like you should follow your own goals.
Yeah.
But like if, for example, I'm dating someone and we've always dreamed to go to this college because of the college, then it's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
But if it's like I'm gonna change my plans to
Just
go
be
with you,
yeah,
then
that's
I feel
crazy.
like
you gotta put yourself first.
I feel like we're too young, you know,
Yeah.
to just drop like our goals, personal objectives, and
Yeah.
stuff for someone
Realistically,
else.
your high school relationship doesn't end up in a marriage. And like screwing
very
yourself over
Yeah.
in the long term, just to get your dick up, that's crazy.
I mean, I think if you go different paths and you're still in a long distance relationship, like that might like low key make it stronger, you know, if it works.
Yeah.
Or it'll break it. Like it's a test,
Yeah.
basically.
But if it breaks it, then it's just not meant to be.
Yeah.
Have
Which-
you had to deal with a long distance relationship?
No. I didn't, and like, but I was willing to before coming here. Like, I broke up for another reason, but I was like very determined to get it, like, go back to Brazil, visit, and then he comes here.
Yeah.
But then like everything went wrong, so I didn't have to deal with that.
Okay.
But like I would, but it's very hard. You need to want it a lot
Yeah.
to be able to do that.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, I think when you come here and you break up, like, that's just the worst scenario, isn't it? Like, you have to see them. You probably, like, fucked up your goals for someone else and something that isn't even gonna happen anymore.
Exactly.
That's crazy. You see,
Hard.
couldn't be me, though. Couldn't be me.
Yeah.
Couldn't be
Stay
me
safe
either.
from those high school relationships, bro.
You don't get any relationships.
Yay.
He's
Uh,
he's just
my God.
I don't
most safe.
agree, but not, like, serious relationships, no.
I'm not gonna act like I do, but like I'll be 100%.
Yeah, but it's because you
transparent
don't
with the
care,
items.
which is better.
Well,
feel
I
like.
don't think like I'm emotionally mature enough to be in a relationship.
Why?
Which is, I know myself pretty well, I feel, and I don't know. I feel like if I really, really like someone, you know, it might happen, but if not, I definitely don't want to be in a relationship for the sake of being in
Exactly.
what about, like-
That's the best thing you do.
What about, like, fun time for you? Isn't that a thing?
fun time.
Yeah.
Do you mean,
Like, a relationship that's not...
is that what you mean?
A relationship that's not that serious. It's like a... You know, like a friends with benefits type deal. You're not with that?
Well, okay, friends with benefits is very different than like a
Yeah.
more casual relationship.
Okay. Well, one of the two. Casual or, like, friends with... One or the other. Like, you're not with that?
We can be friends with benefits.
Shut the
But-
fuck up, man. I'm asking serious questions
No,
here.
yeah, I think friends with benefits
You-
is fine.
you-
I think
like, if
it's
you-
sort of inevitable that you catch
Yeah.
feelings for them.
Yeah.
I could never be friends with
Yeah.
benefits. Cause like I know I'm gonna catch feelings if I'm
Yeah,
that
that's
intimate
fair.
with someone,
Yeah,
you know?
I agree.
But it's like having those low stakes
But I
where
think
you
a
can still...
casual relationship is just a bad idea.
A bad idea?
Because
Why-
that's
why
the
is
same. That's the same thing as being in a relationship for the sake of being.
You think so?
Yeah.
I think
Oh,
if
yeah.
you're dating just because you want to date is wrong.
Yeah.
You need to date for the person, you know?
I don't agree totally with,
Well,
with
what
what
are
you
your
said.
thoughts? What are your thoughts?
I'm trying to find the words because I might like get canceled. Well, I think like, imagine like you and I hanging out, right?
Yeah.
It's the same thing, just that with that like little aspect of having a relationship,
What?
but not being fully committed. I know it sounds
Huh?
weird, but it's a thing.
Me and you.
Not you and me.
You did.
I'm saying-
You did not just.
Alright, hold on,
It
hold on, pause. Let me rephrase.
Okay.
You and I are friends, right?
Yeah.
So me hanging out with a girl as a friend,
Yeah.
it's the same thing. Just that there's like some things that are like low key relationship things, but it's not that serious. Where we're like going
Yeah.
on dates.
Sure.
Like I'm buying her a fucking ring for her birthday, like all that shit.
Okay.
You think that's a bad thing though?
No, that's
you don't have to be-
not what we're talking about.
'Cause you don't
How's
have
that
to be
a casual
emotionally-
relationship. That's just a friendship with a girl.
Nah. I said relationship things, like things
Like
that you
what?
would, intimate things that you would do with
Like what?
someone, like kissing, like having sex, all of that. Like don't
I'm
you?
so lost.
Why are
Then
you?
you're
so-
just friends with benefits.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Let's say that.
Okay.
And you don't have to be emotionally mature for that, do you?
I guess not.
Yeah, so it's fine.
If you have no feelings, then
you can have feelings.
But you definitely will. Just
Would you?
Yeah.
yes. Yeah.
Would you though?
I mean, it depends, because there are people who like they don't catch feelings by getting intimate with someone.
Oh
so.
yeah, that's right. Not me though.
Well, I feel like we've talked about this before.
Yeah.
And it's like you want like what we're talking about, like a casual relationship where
I
you
don't-
basically get to have sex with this girl, watch Netflix with her maybe, but it's not a relationship.
Where it's not like I have to like stop doing what I'm like, stop focusing on what I'm doing, you know?
But why would you have to stop focus on what?
Because
you're
that
doing?
When you're
happens
dating.
sometimes
In
with
any-
relationships. It does happen.
Well, I think that's
Like-
toxic relationship.
Yeah, I think
That's
that
not a-
like a
Which
relationship.
is most relationships, let's be fair.
In a
Okay.
relationship, you guys, it's like the metaphor I always use is like it's like you're walking in two different paths, but just alongside.
Yeah.
You know?
Damn.
Like you have two different lives, but you also have a life together. Because if it's just like if you're giving up on things that you really want to do because of someone else,
Yeah.
then it's just like.
Okay.
And in my
So-
relationship, that happens like a lot because my boyfriend is really into studying and stuff.
Yeah.
So we have this
We know.
thing. You guys know.
Yeah.
So we have this thing where it's like he has his own time to study, and I have the time to do my stuff.
Yeah.
That's healthy. You see?
That's healthy.
But then we do stuff together too. For
I'm
example,
just-
I'm friends with you guys, and you're friends with
Yeah.
him. So
I'm just confused on what you want.
What you mean by that, my boy?
What
you mean
like
by
in
that,
a
my boy?
in a relationship.
Alright, so if it happens,
What do
it
you want?
happens.
What is your ideal situation?
Right now?
Yeah, right now.
Right now?
Right now.
I get 90s on all my finals and go back home and tell my parents so they're proud of me of what I've done in college.
They will never be proud. I mean,
Hey, yo.
hey,
That's fucked
Hey,
up.
yo.
Take that back.
I'm sorry.
I'm just saying, like, if I... I'm gonna get fucking hated for
Cancel.
this shit, low key.
hashtag cancel.
Alright, so I think right now,
If
as a
he gets
freshman in
canceled,
college,
can we be co-hosts?
Yeah,
shut
yeah.
the fuck
Cool.
up.
I'll be happy
no.
to do that.
I just
Not-
need a backup plan.
She can come back another episode, but
Okay.
y'all are not taking me off the podcast.
Like if
Alright.
you want part 2 of Bruna here.
Nah, I just want like if something happened right now, I would not want it to be super serious from the get-go is what I'm trying to say.
Yes.
Okay?
I agree.
You get that?
Yeah.
Like, take it easy, maybe hang out like twice a week, and then move up from there. Because I'm not sure how I feel about like going from 0 to 100 all of a sudden, because I feel like I know myself, so I know I would lose track of what I gotta do.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Sure.
But
fair.
that's just knowing myself, you know?
Sure.
Which
That's
is
fair.
why I think that's like low stakes. Now that being said, I don't fuck with like just hooking up with someone without knowing their name. I feel like if my tongue is gonna be on someone, sorry,
Yes.
like I gotta know their name at least, you know?
I
Thank you.
agree.
But that's just
That's
me.
a green flag, girls.
That's just me. That's just me. I don't know.
No,
I'm
I agree.
weird like that, I
Okay.
guess.
That creeps out.
But I think that about covers it, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Are there any more questions that you want to ask, Cara?
Did you have a good time?
I did. I
Yeah.
love doing this.
Yeah, I think this is our best episode so far.
I agree.
Yeah. So
But we got some bangers coming up too. so-
Yeah, we got some bangers.
Stay tuned.
Some bangers coming up upcoming weeks, so be tuned for that. Anyways, this was Out of Pocket with
Akshay.
and Jesus.
And Bruna.
Yeah. See you guys.
Love you.
Bye.